going on, you guys? It's your boy FOOTI to the big E here once again with another video. So it is tonight the big unification match, James Chunky degale versus Badou Jack for the unified super middleweight title, the IBF, the WBC on the line in a unification fight. Now this is a matchup that has been around in the making for years. Badou Jack, James degale was supposed to meet a couple of years ago when James degale was looked after by Hennessy Sports. It was supposed to be a final eliminator for the WBC title. Jack had a warm-up fight in between and got absolutely flattened in it, and the fight never happened. So a couple of years down the line, we're here, IBF champion James degale versus WBC champion Badou Jack, and it's on tonight, people. Brooklyn, New York, Barclays Center, and I'm really looking forward to it. I expect this to be a really great fight. Two really good fighters. Badou Jack by no means is a great fighter, but I do not expect him to have what it takes to deal with the man from the UK, James Chunky degale, with his skills, his punches from angles. I just don't expect Badou to be able to live with it altogether. I wouldn't be surprised if James knocks out Badou in this one. We know Badou can be knocked out. We also know that James can lose if he switches off. This is the one thing, and the key point in this fight for me with James degale is the switching off. We all know how classy James degale is. He's a former Olympian. He's a former British champion, former European champion, former WBC silver champion. He is now currently the IBF champion. We know how good he is. But unfortunately with James degale, he likes to switch off. Now, I'm backing my man Chunky all the way to become the unified super middleweight champion, #1 in the division, and I'm not counting out Badou Jack. I think Badou Jack is a great fighter, very well improved. Has come a long way in his career, was in the same Olympics as James degale, representing his country, but he went out in the first round. Obviously degale went on to win the gold medal. So this is two great fighters in their prime. The record of both fighters is pretty much identical on both. They both got pretty much the same wins and losses, and Jack's got another 2 draws on it. Their knockout ratio is pretty much the same. Chunky's got 14 KOs, Badou Jack's got 12. So this should be a great fight, and don't get me wrong, Floyd Mayweather would not be backing Badou Jack and be promoting Badou Jack if Badou Jack didn't have something about him, you know. We saw against George Groves, it was a very close fight, nip and tuck against George Groves. The only thing I would say about that is, we know George Groves beat James degale a couple of years ago, but James degale is a different fighter now. He's not the same fighter, where George Groves, I think, is the other side of the coin. He's not the same George Groves since he got knocked out by Carl Froch. If he was the George Groves that was taking on Carl Froch the first time around, I think he might have beaten Badou Jack, but I don't see that now. And if George Groves and degale ever get in the ring again, I think degale at this stage now will just wipe him out. He's learnt too much in boxing. He knows how to conduct himself in and out of the ring now, and he's come a long way. I wouldn't be surprised if degale wins every single round in this fight. You know, skills pay the bills, as Floyd would like to tell you, and degale has got skills in abundance. Between these two fighters, there's no doubt who is going to be the classier fighter here. But I'm not counting Jack out. Jack is a great fighter, but I just can't see past my man James Chunky degale doing it for Great Britain. He's been on the road, won the title on the road, defended it on the road, and I could see a good homecoming against Cameron Smith, bringing both titles back and having a big British fight in the UK. And as I keep on saying, I'm not counting Badou Jack out, but my prediction is James Chunky degale will win this blockbuster of a fight. And don't get me wrong, this will be a blockbuster of a fight. I don't think James or Badou Jack will give any ground to each other. I think they'll be standing there toe to toe. I think it'll be an all-out war. It is one to look forward to, one not to be missed. In Showtime in America, Sky Sports 1, or is it Sky Sports 2 tonight in the UK. If you're not staying up for it, record it. I predict this one to be an absolute blockbuster. And yeah, that's all I really got to say on this preview to the fight. I think it'd be a great fight, good undercard as well to look forward to. So I'm going to tie it up here, guys. I've waxed lyrical about James degale. I know I've been very one-sided in this, but I'm so hyped for this matchup. I think James DeGale has got this fight at the right time. His head's right. Everything's right for James DeGale to finally come to the promised land and do everything that we thought he could do when he was representing Great Britain in the Olympics, and all the promise that he's shown in his career, and tonight is the night that he delivers on that promise. So I hope you guys enjoy the fight. I'm going to enjoy the fight, and I'm out of here, guys. Bless and peace, people.